I thought this was Kenya Moore. I was about to say, damn, she gained weight. Hey guys, welcome back to the Silent Beauty Doctor here on YouTube, and in today's video I'm going to be reacting to some mean / weird / funny / I don't even know how to respond to this kind of comments. So here's the thing. I've been on the internet with my platform since 2007, started a blog, way before I had this YouTube channel. And I have to say, for the most part, my experience online has been positive. I can't complain. I get a lot of love. Thank you for that love, because I radiate the love this way, and I love for the love to come back this way. But sometimes, some of these comments, whew. Now the personal ones, I have to say, sometimes they get to me. They say that, you put yourself out there, you should expect nasty comments, right? But is that really fair? Because on that same token, if you, as a person, are just walking outside on the street and people just start hurling insults at, your way, does that mean that because you put yourself outside that you should expect the nasty comments? Like, you know what I mean? And I don't think there is any, getting used to having negativity thrown and being spewed your way. Why some people just can't just let it go? Let go and let God. Anyway, that's it. Let's get into these comments. So the first comment from my intro was actually on a sponsored post that a brand is kind of pushing through Instagram. Listen, those are where I get the most negative comments. My audience on Instagram, very rarely do I get a nasty comment. I might get a comment that's like, wait, what? But nothing, I don't really get nasty comments like that on Instagram. But when brands, take one of my posts where we did a sponsorship and then they put it as an ad where it, gets shown to people outside of who follows me. One time I did this ad with a flat iron company and I thought I looked good. The U-part wig that I was wearing was a kinky, straight kind of texture, and I was blending my leave out to match the U-part wig, and it matched perfectly, right? But no, honey, people had to tell me about how nappy and how dry and how terrible my hair was. It got so bad that I turned off the comments on that post. Now, mind you, when a brand does an ad, it becomes a separate post. So there's this ad that's floating in people's feeds, but then the original post is on your page. Do you want to know it got so bad that even after I turned the comments off on the ad post, people were coming to my feed. Now, by then I had posted so many other posts, but they would go scroll through my feed to find the post and leave a nasty comment. What is wrong with people? But anyway, I get compared to Kenya Moore a lot. It's not something that I am ashamed of. As a matter of fact, I be loving that. The more times I hear it, I'm like, oh my God. And of course this person had a private profile, so that's always how it goes. Now let's get into some comments that I've gotten here on YouTube. Okay, so this first one, and now I'm not naming any names, I'm not showing any screen names or profile pictures or anything like that. Even though you left your comment publicly, I ain't gonna do all of that. And if you're the one who left the comment, I'm not shaming you. These are teachable moments, because maybe somebody else thought the same thing too, right? So this was on a video where I had several dermatologists who, long receipts of working on skin of color, came on because there was this big misconception at the time that chemical sunscreens cause hyperpigmentation. So I went and got, used my resources to get some dermatologists together. Now this particular video got some really weird comments from people saying that they're disappointed in a dermatologist and that I should have gotten Dr. V in the video. And there was a lot of people upset about it. Sometimes I just be like, all right, whatever. But this person said, I know a lot of Indian girls, Fitzpatrick 4, ? Who get darker because of hot sunglasses. If you're one of those, stay away from chemical sunscreen. It absorbs the heat and releases it into your skin cells. It causes worst, and I'm saying this how it's written, PIH, which is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I don't get that kind of PIH, so I use chemical, but oxybenzone is out of the question because it's toxic AF. I'm a bit disappointed with some of these docs. So I was like, okay, there are a lot of things that I know, and there are a lot of things that I don't know. So I was like, hot sunglasses. And so I was like, okay, can you elaborate more on what you mean by hot sunglasses? And then she replied saying that they're sunglasses that stayed in a hot car before use. And then she said, check out Dr. Vanita Ratton and Dr. Alexis Stevens. So, so I replied back. I said, wait, so you think chemical sunscreen is more to worry about here than an extremely hot object being put on the face? Do these ladies also happen to have melasma? Because melasma is very tricky to treat and mineral sunscreens are actually advised because they are less likely to cause irritation. I have a video coming up tomorrow with Dr. Alexis that I highly suggest you watch because we talk about things like this that people tend to misunderstand. So the person never replied back, which is, I don't know, I find that when people leave comments like this and then you engage, like sometimes they never respond. Just to clear up some things here, chemical sunscreens don't produce enough heat to cause hyperpigmentation. What could happen though, if you are irritated, and some people do have an irritation to some of the UV filters that are used in chemical sunscreen, you can have an irritation that can lead to inflammation, that can lead to hyperpigmentation, but there is no direct correlation, a lot of Asians, right? There's no direct correlation between chemical sunscreens directly causing hyperpigmentation. And I have lots of videos on that, so make sure you check that out with tons of Skin of Color pros, you know, busting down that myth. So make sure you check that out. But hot sunglasses, I was like, and sometimes y'all, you know what? Sometimes people make these huge leaps, like they do so much, but then, you know, forget about the obvious thing in front of them. So why would you leave the sunglasses in your car? One, and then two, maybe you forgot them in there, but why would you put a hot piece of plastic on your face? So I was very perplexed by that, and you know what, let's move on. Okay, so this comment was on my 2020's Best Mineral Sunscreen for Darker Skin Tones video. My sunscreen videos in the past, which is why I'm so like shocked still that my sunscreen videos tend to get the most views out of anything else on this channel. One of my first sunscreen videos on this channel, I had to delete, block, and like just filter things out because like I was getting, one person said this bee needs to be shot for saying that black people need to wear sunscreen. I was getting called all kinds of like bed wench for saying that black people need to wear sunscreen. It was a sight to see, right? So yeah, I'm usually not surprised when I get a weird comment on a sunscreen video, but this person says, I use red raspberry seed oil. Got tired of trying to find sunscreen. Coats was the only one that had minimal irritation. Started researching natural sunscreen. The red seed oil does the trick. Don't have to worry about the cast and it's better for your skin. So then I replied, red raspberry seed oil doesn't provide sufficient UVA protection, so using it alone won't protect your skin. UVA are the ones that can cause most of the issues we try to avoid. Those are the ones that cause about 89% of the visible signs of aging. And they can worsen hyperpigmentation. So, like when I say wear your sunscreen, like I'm not saying it just to, you know, be controversial. So I had only screenshot like a part of the conversation. I actually didn't even remember having like this back and forth with this person. But essentially the person is saying that they've tried so much. I do empathize with that, of course, but I kind of have to draw the line at making your own sunscreen at home just because like making a sunscreen is complicated. Getting a sunscreen approved through the FDA is not an easy thing. This is why sometimes you see new skincare companies come out and they don't initially have a sunscreen. It's usually because they're waiting to get that approval. And if people who like went to school and have jobs and long careers in creating products still have to go through a process to get their formulas approved, I mean, I ain't trying to doubt y'all's skills out there, but I'm kind of thinking maybe the average person at home is probably not making a sufficient sunscreen. So, and that's why I do a lot of sunscreen videos so that, you know, I try things in different price points, mineral and chemical, just so, you know, you guys have more options out there to choose from. So this next one, so sometimes I get comments where I'm like, huh? Like, I'll get a comment, I'm like, wait, I gotta rewatch my whole entire video to see where this person got this one thing from. But this one I have yet to this day, have been able to figure out what this person means. So and mind you, this is just a 4-minute video. So this is a CeraVe foaming facial cleanser review that I did on my channel. This person says also he doesn't like us wearing that stuff, so yeah. And I was like, who is he? I didn't get a reply back yet. This was from January 14th, so I'm still trying to find out who he is and what stuff he doesn't want us wearing, because, I mean, I would like to know, because maybe his wrath is strong. Okay, now this one was the most recent comment, and I'm like, okay, this has to be in this video. And if you're the one who sent this to my DM, like, so this is someone who left me a comment, asked me a question about something, you know, prior to, about sunscreen, and she comes back, she says, okay, I'm back again. And then puts in parentheses, I'm a strong type A personality and very analytical, right? So from the moment I actually looked at this comment and I saw how long it was, sometimes comments can be aggressively long, right? And then when I saw that I'm a strong type A personality and very analytical, I was like, all right, here we go. I have been watching your YouTube page on sunscreen. And then in parentheses, recently overcame cancer and my oncologist stressed the importance of sunscreen, hence my heavy research. I noticed that you never put sunscreen on your eyelids and very lightly around your eyes. Shouldn't you be putting sunscreen there because you always mention the ear area and neck, but miss your eyes? Is there a reason for that? Also, and then she asks about another sunscreen. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, what? When I tell y'all, I am so thinking of 50 million other things when I do a video, especially like when I'm demonstrating a product. But also at the same time, I'm like editing videos. You might not see the full clip. Like for instance, a clip of me applying a mineral sunscreen to get enough sunscreen on, to make sure that it's spread out, to make sure that it's blended in. That clip can be like 4 minutes long sometimes. I can't put a 4-minute long clip of me wearing sunscreen in the video because you know what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna complain that the video is too long, right? So I gotta cut that down. Then the next part of this is, when I do my videos and I'm showing you how a product is going on my skin, most often than not, that is all being filmed in the same session. So what I do with sunscreens is I try them over time. I try them in different, you know, instances of my life, you know, yada yada, right? Then when I actually sit down to do the video, I'll film the part of me giving my thoughts, and then maybe the next day, or maybe even sometimes that same day, I'll do like you know, like just pretend this is sunscreen. Like maybe I'll have like this many products, and sometimes even more, to demonstrate. I'm doing that back to back to back. I do that because 1, it saves me time. 2, all of the footage is gonna be relatively in the same lighting. And 3, I ain't got the time to be showing video of me on all the other times where I'm, you know, testing the sunscreen, because a lot of times I'm not camera ready, 1. And 2, I don't want a camera in my face all the time. Like, I like the camera, but I don't want the camera on me all the time, right? So that's why I do it. Now, the next thing is I also try to make things as the least irritating for me as possible. I used to do a lot of lip color swatches on this channel, right? When I did makeup stuff. I stopped doing that because putting lipstick on back to back, taking it off and making sure that the previous lipstick stain is not showing for the next lip color, that mess hurts, right? So I'm like, so my response was, girl, this is really OD, but the way I put sunscreen on camera is different in real life. When I put sunscreen on camera, I'm also putting on different ones back to back, and you're watching an edited video. Now I had a typo there, so my comment wasn't edited, but my videos be edited. So I'm like, wait, am I not putting sunscreen on my eyelid? Like, what does she mean? So I go to the video that she's referring to. Lo and behold, footage of me putting sunscreen on my eyelid. So, you know, did a little screen record, sent it to her, and was like, you know, you might want to be a little more analytical because here I am putting sunscreen on my eyelid, right? So then, you know, she replies back, makes perfect sense. I forgot you are trying different ones and don't know how you react also. Thank you again, and I'm learning a lot and saving money too. Greatly appreciated. So then she says, P.S. I haven't watched all your videos. Now, I'm not putting this out here because, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, shame this person or, like, I'm trying to, like, beef with this person. To know me is to know that I don't like fighting. I don't like beef. That mess gives me anxiety. That mess doesn't make me feel good. I be thinking about, like, I don't even like when people come for me, I don't even want to clap back sometimes because I'm like, oh, that's not right. Don't do that. But you know, sometimes you gotta clap back, right? So I don't like that kind of stuff at all. But what I also don't like is being nitpicked for no reason. Like, don't do that to me. My thing is, communication can be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know each other, right? But I do feel like there are better ways to communicate things, right? Anyway, the last comment, I thought this one was kind of special. So I put up an IG reel about, you know, getting filler, right? Now the crazy thing is I've been posting about getting filler since I've been getting filler in 2018, I think. So this person either probably just started following me like 2 days before I posted this most recent video, or like they just missed all of that, right? So the person said, nah, you lost me, sister. Do it the natural way, unfollowed. So I was just like, bye. So, but the funny thing is somebody else came back and was like, just curious, what is the natural way, right? And then I came in and joked and was like, she wants me to rub coconut oil and pray away the dark circles and the loss of volume underneath my eyes. So, sometimes you gotta get a little. Anyway, y'all, hopefully you found this video to be, take it for what it is, entertainment, but also kind of give you some insight into not only me as a creator, but maybe some of the people that you watch on YouTube or maybe elsewhere on the internet. Sometimes it's like, before you go and leave a nasty comment or make an assumption about someone, kind of like, maybe change the approach, you know what I mean? Essentially here, I'm just saying like, just be careful, just be easy, and also you never know what mental state someone is in before they read your comments. So let's just try to be a little bit more gentle with people in general. Me, myself, personally, I see a lot of bullshit on the internet, but you know what I do? I see the bullshit, I look away, and I mind my business. I go on with my day. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still here, I don't know, maybe you're somebody who like left one of these comments and you got offended and like thumbed down this video. Whatever. Follow me on social, links will be in the description box, and I will see you fine folks in my next video. Bye, guys.